Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jada Blossom, and it is time for our Build-A-Booth Coffee Add-Ons assembly video. So I'm using the new Build-A-Booth Coffee Add-Ons along with our Build-A-Booth die, Doodlebugs, Candy Stripe and Sprinkles, their Plaid Polka Dot, and their Gingham Linen in the 6-inch. And I did put together these two booths earlier just in wood grain white and kraft cardstock. So now I'm putting together this little coffee cup bunting or teacup or cocoa, whatever you want. And I cut it out of Candy Stripe and Sprinkles in that hot pink. And then I used Neenah Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock for the craft. And then the nice aqua is Aqua Mist cardstock from Trey Ink. And I'm just alternating the cups and using Barely Art glue. All my die cutting today was done with my Anna Griffin Empress Mini, using reverse tweezers, kind of like my jam, right? And along with that Barely Art glue, which I'm really liking, that little needle tip. Now I'm using my Studio Katia embellishment wand to add the little hearts that I cut out. And I cut those out of that same hot pink, the Candy Stripe and Sprinkles, and then the Aqua Mist cardstock from Trey Ink. And there we go. And isn't that sweet? It's sort of like a nice little bunting there for your little booth. So now I'm going to put together the to-go cups. Coffee cups. This was cut out of Candy Stripe and Sprinkles again in like an aqua color. And then I'm going to add on the Neenah Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock. That's for the bottoms of the cups. The tops are Trey Ink white cardstock. And then I have the little sleeves cut out of a Recollections kraft cardstock. It's just a little bit darker. And that's what I was going for. So I'm just going to add all of these little to-go cups on this bunting. And I just think this is super sweet. You know, you can watch a TV show, do all your die cutting, and then quickly put things together. Lots of fun. I kind of do a lot of die cutting at the same time, and then I put everything together at the same time. It's kind of what I do. So now I'm going to add on the little... Okay, so I'm now adding on the little coffee sleeves that are made out of that Recollections kraft cardstock. It's just a little bit darker. And I'm just adding those with my Studio Katia embellishment wand and the Barely Art glue again. There we go. And now I'm going to add a dot to each one, and I'm going to add one of these little hearts to each one. So the aqua ones are cut out of Aqua Mist Trey Ink cardstock. And then the pink ones are cut from that Candy Stripe and Sprinkles pad from Doodlebug in that kind of hot pink. So I'm just going to add those last two, you know, alternating the colors, right? And there we go. Isn't that cute? And then that is on my little booth. Okay, so now I'm just going to put together one of these coffee cups by itself. Remember, any of those items that are on, you know, on a bunting or a banner, generally you can put together and use on a card separately, not on a banner. And there we go. So I'm just making this a little bit thicker, adding an extra layer there. But I'm using all the same cardstocks, and I'm just going to add the little Aqua Mist heart because I just think that's so cute. And there we go. It's a little to-go cup for your card or your booth. Now I'm going to put together this little coffee cup cut out of that Plaid Polka Dot Rainbow Petite prints from Doodlebug in that teal, and then using dark chocolate Trey Ink cardstock. And you can add that on your booth as well, or use it on a card by itself. So next I have these this little coffee bean. I drew a blank there for a second. The little coffee bean banner or bunting or whatever you want to call it to add to your little booth. And I just cut out the you know, the aqua layer. I believe that was Aqua Mist. And then I'm adding dark chocolate cardstock for the beans. And then I do use Doodlebugs Candy Stripe and Sprinkles in the light, kind of a brown dot to add in the little, you know, the little embellishments for this little coffee bean. And what I do is I alternate. So I do every second one. And I add that little texture to the bean, which is kind of fun. I love all the stitching and everything on the, you know, the little coffee beans. I just think it looks super cute. Now I'm going to use a Studio Katia, or no, what am I saying? I'm going to use a Sakura white jelly roll pen and a number 10 to add some highlights, you know, just for fun. It's kind of my favorite white pen. And then there we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick coffee bean that I can use separately on a booth or a card using the same products. And there we go. There's your little bean by itself. And I'll add a little highlight to that one as well, because why not, right? There we go. And you can add that, like I said, to your booth. Now, I went ahead and I cut out this little bag of coffee beans out of that Gmund Tindalo Woodgrain cardstock. It's just like a wood grain heavyweight kraft cardstock, but I'm using it on the flat side. And I just cut it out just to give it a little bit of heft. The beans were cut out of dark chocolate cardstock from paper Trey Ink. And then the patterns on this, you know, the teal patterns, that's the rainbow petite prints in gingham linen. So I'm going to add an extra little coffee bean there just for fun. And then I'll add the gingham linen on the gingham side from Doodlebug, and then I believe this is the linen side. And there we go. And I'll have a little coffee bean just for a little bit of decoration. And there we go. Isn't that cute? And I'll add a few little highlights to this bag as well. It's kind of a fun look. And it's perfect to decorate your little booth. Or you could even have, you know, your gnome kind of holding it if you wanted to. Be kind of fun. And there we go. And, you know, you can decorate your booth with that as well, which I think is a cute look. And these are all the little things that you can decorate your booth with. You know, adding beans and all sorts of things, coffee cups and to-go cups and whatever you like. And there you go. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jada Blossom blog, Be Inspired by the Team, the Jada Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And thanks as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And come back soon to watch another one. Bye, everybody.